Hey guys, you're listening to the English Made Simple show. This is episode number 295, number 295, número 295. Welcome everybody, welcome back. This is your host Milena speaking. You're tuning in to the English Made Simple show. You can learn more about the EMS show and what it is all about when you visit englishmadesimple.net. If you want to listen to this podcast straight from the website, simply type in englishmadesimple.net/podcast and you will be taken right to the podcast player. While you're there, you can find a huge repertoire of the EMS episodes, and you can find some additional resources to help you accelerate your English learning. Thank you everybody for joining me today. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. And if you're joining me for the 295th time, welcome back. Today is part 2 of our series, How to Write Emails for Work. And the part 2 is all about how to begin writing an email. Great. Sounds easy, right? I won't lie to you, but I often get stuck on what to write as the first sentence of an email. And I wrote many emails in my lifetime and I still get stuck sometimes. Also today, you'll have the opportunity to repeat after me and learn a couple of new phrases by repeating after me. Before we do that, amigos y amigas, I'd like to share another tip with you guys when writing emails. So in my last episode, I shared a tip with you, and now I'm going to share another tip. Remember this, if your emails are getting too long, it's probably best to either book a meeting with the person you're emailing or have a chat with them on the phone. Okay? Just remember that little tip there. Radio. Today, you're going to learn how to greet someone in an email, followed by a few common phrases to help you begin an email. How do you start writing an email? How do you make it engaging and friendly? What should you write as your first sentence in an email? These are all very good questions. Before we dive into it, let me just preface this episode by saying that this episode is for you if you need to write emails for work or you need to interact with people by emails in general. Today, you learn how to start your email with a greeting and then follow that with the first introductory and friendly sentence. Let's begin with how to start off your emails. How to start an email, amigos. Number 1, let's talk about the greeting itself. Do you say, Dear John, or do you say, Hi, John? Well, it depends on who your audience is. Are you writing to someone you've never met before? For example, if you're applying for a job and you need to write an email, well, yes, you could say, Dear John. For the purposes of today's episode, we are going to pretend that we need to write an email to an internal team, to another department, to your colleagues at work. When you interact with your colleagues, it may not always be a formal interaction. Oftentimes, you'll be chit-chatting about your weekend plans or go out with them for drinks as a team kind of activity or do some team building activities together. So the relationship you might have with your colleagues might not always be super formal. The most common way to greet your colleagues is to say, Hi. Use the greeting Hi. Hi, John. Or if you're referring to a group of people, you can say, Hi team, hi everyone in the email. You can use those words in an email. Okay? Hi team. Okay, well, that was easy. And now let's make it a bit more complicated. What do you write after the greeting? Okay, let's get a bit more complicated. How do you begin an email now? Okay? So you say, Hi John. And what do you write next? Let's look at a couple of phrases to help you begin an email. Firstly, let's look at when you're composing a brand new email to someone. And then we'll look at what to say when you're replying to an email. Okay, so what to write when you're starting a new email and you're writing to your colleagues. Here are a few examples of sentences you could try using. I've got 6 examples for you that you could start using today if you wanted to. You can start using it after this episode. Ready? Here we go. So let's start with number 1. Just the start of the sentence. You can say, just wanted to send you a quick note to let you know about blah, blah, blah. The next sentence is, I hope your week is going well. So you can say, hi, John, I hope your week is going well, full stop, and you can go on to the next bit. The next example I'm going to share with you is just the start of a sentence, just following up on. The reason for the email. I'm just following up on XYZ on this project. The next one I want to share with you, number 4, is I'm reaching out about blah, blah, blah. Hi, John, I'm reaching out to you about blah, blah, blah. Number 5, just checking in. I think we've covered this one before in my earlier episodes. Hi, John, just checking in. How are things going with project XYZ? And the last example I'm going to share with you here is, I have a quick question. Hi, John, I have a quick question. And then ask the question, okay? So let's tie it all together now with a greeting. You can say, for example, hi, John, just wanted to send you a quick note to tell you more about the project XYZ. Hi, John, I hope your week is going well. I'm reaching out because I'd like to let you know about project XYZ. Okay, amigos y amigas? Does that all make sense, amigos y amigas? If you're using the words, I hope your week is going well, well, it means you've met John before. It kind of is a friendly way to start an email and also an informal way to start an email. So let's look at replying to an email, okay? So we are not composing a new email, we are replying to an email. Here are a couple of sentences that you could use. Start with a positive note, start with gratitude. It takes time to write an email, so we want to acknowledge when someone does write us an email that we acknowledge their time and say a quick thanks, okay? So you can say, thank you for your message, or thank you for your email, thank you for your phone call, thank you for your prompt reply. Thanks for the quick response. Thanks again for your help. So this is when you're replying to an email, okay? Hi, John. Thanks again for your help. Blah, blah, blah. What else can you say here? Well, you can say, it was great meeting you, if you're meeting them for the first time. It was great talking to you. Or you can say, hi, John, as per our phone conversation, as per our earlier discussion, as per my last email, hi John, as per my last email, blah, blah, blah. And let's tie it all together now. A bit of a longish example for you, amigos y amigas. You can say, hi John, thank you for your email. As per our phone conversation earlier, we've agreed to go ahead with a proposal on the XYZ project. Are you following me so far, amigos y amigas? Great. Now it's your turn. I know I shared quite a bit in today's episode, too many examples, so go back and have a listen to the episode again if you need to. So there's a lot of examples to go through, but I'm going to pick 3 that you can say out loud with me, okay? Or after me. Let's see if you can say a couple of these phrases yourself. Can you repeat the following phrases after me? Thank you for your prompt reply. Thank you for your prompt reply. And another one. It was great talking to you. It was great talking to you. Let's do another one. I hope your week is going well. I hope your week is going well. Excellent, and I hope your week is going well too, amigos y amigas. We are now coming to the end of today's episode. Today you've learned to greet someone in an email, and you've also learned how to start an email, how to begin an email. People often get stuck when they need to write emails, and starting an email is harder than finishing it. So I hope today you found my examples helpful. You can mix it up a bit so you don't always start the email the same way. Feel free to change it up and add your own flair to the emails, add your own personality. Remember, writing emails doesn't have to be super formal. All you have to remember also is that you appear friendly and professional when you're writing emails. meaning use the right words that help you appear friendly and professional. Okay, and my examples are friendly and professional, so just remember that. Thanks for listening and thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Watch out for the next one. The next episode will be part 3 of the series How to Write Emails for Work. You're always welcome to visit englishmadesimple.net/podcast to continue listening to the rest of the episodes. It's been a pleasure and I hope you've learned something new today. If something wasn't clear, be sure to send me an email or send me a message on Facebook and Instagram. Even though I don't post that often on social media, do check my Insta feed, so don't be shy to send me a message. You've been jamming with Milena from English Made Simple. Until next time, hasta la próxima!